even in video production, like if you look at it, you would do a campaign for 3 crore, you might do an ad, let's say, but you are making a 10% agency fee on it, 30L, right? That's all you do. But of course, the transaction is so high, so that then you make it. So some of it is a scale game, which is why holding companies did so well back in the day, because they didn't really have much competition or independent agency eating share, which has changed now. Now there's a lot of people coming into the market and then taking business away from the big guys. So there's a lot of disruption. But coming back to the point, you have to build it on bottom line. You have to identify services that are good for bottom line and services that are good for top line. And the ones also, it's important to know that sometimes you get consumed in top line. And I know tons of media agencies out there just to keep the relationship with the media vendors, because how the principle of media works is, if you give a newspaper, for example, X amount of business a year, then over time you could bargain and get your rates down, and you will still make money on the margin. You can't do that on Facebook and Google, because Facebook, Google work on biddable platforms, right? So you will have to work on what the platform rates are. But if you go to any magazine, any newspaper, you have the leverage on doing that. So more media you do, better rates you get. It's a wholesale game. Let's put it that way. Simply put, right? So then to do so, a lot of people just start taking media business on zero commission. They'll say, I'll make the money on the third account that I pick up. First two, I wouldn't make money. That gets a little tricky. I feel that's a hamster wheel game. Somewhere the wheel will break. So it's important for you to trace out these things. But for most people, I think that might be listening and might be probably from your world, would probably looking at smaller gigs, right? Who probably are managing pages, growing in YouTube channels, doing the odd video creation, or maybe running ads for somebody, whatever. I think you have to just figure out how you want to price yourself. And then every time a new client comes, try to increase that price point by 10-15% and see if they're willing to pay. You will learn over time if you have the markets respecting your pricing or not.
So if it's a good service, then the increase in price is always justified, is what you would say?
I would say a lot of people even put bad services and they charge a lot. Like there's no there's no real rule and law to this, to be honest, right?
Okay.
And that's see, we don't have an MRP in our line of work.
True.
You can charge 1x to a client, and then the other client you can do 2x. There's nobody stopping you from it. But you should have a baseline saying that this is what I require to keep things afloat.